engineering cost, but the information that was received by council to make intelligent decisions, which they obviously have done. That's why this project scheduling that Mr. Colson passed out to everyone, this is the result of that work. And that's why I had complimented them on all their hard work. You know, and it takes all of us. It's not one person, you know, right from the law director on down. We're all part of this. And because they are well versed in what's going on, that's why they were able to pass these ordinances in an expedient fashion to move forward, move the city forward. So we're very pleased with it.
Good.
And I think residents should be too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Finke. Did you have your hand up?
No, I did not.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right to hear. I apologize. Mrs. Douglas.
Yes, my name is June Douglas. I live at 318 Garfield Drive. I'm a little bit all over the place, so I'm going to have some questions, okay? And I'm going to have some statements, maybe, okay? See how this
You have
goes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, let me make this quick, okay? Is the lodge still a consideration for the city of Port Clinton?
We have not received any additional information.
Okay, but is it still in consideration?
We have not received any additional information. That's
Okay,
all I
well,
can-
are you still considering it? That's what I'm trying to find out. Is Port Clinton going to entertain a lodge?
We're waiting to get more. I can't tell you anything
Well,
else. We're waiting to get
Nothing
more
has been
information.
proposed at this time.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have any
Now, I would like to
authorization.
know if anyone here, okay, if everyone here believes that we can support another hotel in Port Clinton.
No.
Can we support it? Can Chief Johnson? Chief Hickman?
Absolutely,
We can? You think so?
absolutely,
No.
and that's
Okay.
my business.
Okay, oh, that's your business.
Yes.
Okay, well, you know what? You would definitely want another hotel. You probably put them all over the place. But anyways, you know, because a lodge is nothing but another hotel. Okay, okay. No, we don't. I don't think we need another hotel. We can't fill the ones we have. And I have an idea for the park. Okay, which I've been working on for some time in Seattle, Washington. Is actually, if you want to pass that around so we can view that, you know, pass this over here. Seattle, Washington is doing something very innovating. They are taking a 7-acre park, okay, and they are making it into a free food area for anyone that wants to go in. This is something I made up before I saw that, and I thought it was, you know, it's kind of rough, okay? But this will give you an idea of what I had in mind for a park. It's like trees, bushes, food, free food, you know, because I believe that a park should be green and a park should sustain its, you know, people. And I think this thing that Seattle, Washington, they're taking 7 acres of primary land and they are turning it into a food growing free for everyone to come in and pick as much as you want. And if someone comes in and picks all the berries off the bushes, fine. Because you know what? If it doesn't go to waste, then it's great. Okay? Now, this is an idea that I had a long time ago, and I'm so excited to find out that I'm not the only nutcase out here, okay, that thinks that we should plant food and trees and stuff like that. Okay? So that is my idea. And wait a minute, I do have questions. Okay, number one, okay, you mentioned about leash laws. Okay, Mrs. Mill. Okay, now in the state of Ohio, they already have leash laws because I've done some research on this, like, you know, like a long time ago, and it covers everybody.
So do we.
Huh?
So do we.
Okay. Oh, in West 3rd Street, my area where I live, the potholes are getting bigger. Does anyone know when they're going to get fixed?
Yeah, we just started on that in Ward 1 today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to be doing that whole area.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Richard Ellis, I'm commander of VFW 2480 here in Port Clinton. And my post command has requested that I come to this meeting tonight to discuss a situation which some of you might be aware of and others are not. It seems that the city of Port Clinton has been overbilling us for water since 1997. And this was learned through process of elimination. We eliminated an ice making machine to cut down on our costs. That helped a little bit, but it still didn't alleviate the problem. And then we discovered that we have been billed for a 2-inch meter ever since the building was erected in 1997. Nobody seems to be able to come up with the permit for that water meter. I've talked to Gilbert, who's done the plumbing. I talked to Janetta Herner, who did the building permit, and so on and so forth. And I've talked to the county, and nobody seems to know where this incident started. We have had an 1.5-inch meter ever since 1997. We have been billed approximately, or by their figures, $9,477.16 too much. I've got all the papers here that they've supplied me with their figures and so on and so forth. They have offered us a settlement of $4,738.58, which is half of the amount that we overpaid. In talking with personnel at the courthouse, they told me that if the county had a situation like that, they would immediately pay 100% of the overbilling. And we all look at the other side of the bill, at the other side of the coin, so to speak, that if you had not billed us properly according to the amount of water and had underbilled us, and you caught your mistake, you would want that 100% paid in full, or things would happen. So my personnel in the post asked me to come here. We're not satisfied, and it seems that they have already started, they credited our account with $4,738.58, and they subtracted the first water bill off. My post is not satisfied with that, and you know, we're willing to work on the credit issue as far as, you know, taking it off every month. That they're not accepting the 50%. They feel that the city was negligent, and we know that the meter reading, the number on the meter was consistent with the meter that they had on record as being in our place, which is an 1.5-inch meter. And so I said, yes, I will come here and discuss this situation and see if they can get any more money back on this situation. So that's about all I have to say. I thank you very much, and any consideration that can be given in this area will be greatly appreciated. Just things like this is what has driven our post into near financial destitute. We have a case down in Columbus right now with an attorney out of Sandusky on our real estate taxes. Seems that the state of Ohio passed a law in 2002 that our park, where it's a military park, we shouldn't have been paying taxes on it. And this alone has cost us thousands and thousands of dollars. So we are fighting that. This is just one more issue that was totally overlooked by us and totally overlooked by the city for ever since 1997, and we need to get a solution brought to us. Thank you.
Anyone else this evening? Mr. Yankee.
Jerry Yankee, 117 Cedar Street. It was talking about water bills and everything, it was brought to my attention that the city can save a lot of money if they would just go to black and white billing instead of the fancy water bills with the blue shades on it and the portrait of Port Clinton, or the seal of Port Clinton. And I would like to check into it and see if this is factual or not, but this was brought to my attention.
I know from the auditor's side, Jerry, to speak to that, is that I know that we have currently a huge stockpile of the forms already made, so maybe once we run out of those and look at the reorder, then we go
Yeah.
doing something a
Yeah.
little bit more cost efficient, so.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, June Douglas, 318 Garfield again. Okay, sorry, but I just remembered what else I wanted to ask you. Okay, I wanted to see whether or not the subcommittees could probably, do like video calling. So, people like me would like to see what's going on with the meetings and not have to come down and view what's going on in the subcommittees. The video calling that they have, going out there in the world, so other people can like view and, even if we can't talk, but then we can, type in questions and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? For these meetings that happen prior to the council meetings and on off days. That's the point. I don't want to have to leave my house. My property. So you don't want to see me usually, okay? I usually wear sweats and a t-shirt, and yeah.
Anyone else this evening? Mr. Noter.
Thank you, Madam President. Rick Noter, 608 East Perry. There were a lot of ordinances tonight that were important enough to waive the readings and to retain emergency clauses. And yet, given that importance, they weren't on the agenda before the meeting started. How do you explain that, Madam President? That they, given their importance, that they weren't on the agenda.
All I can tell you is they had been written, they'd been sent over for review. The law director just got them back, and so we put them on tonight's agenda.
Okay, I'm sure you're aware one of the reasons that we have an agenda and that it is posted is so the public can see it, and if they choose to know whether there may be something on there that they're particularly interested in. So when that happens, that they're not on the agenda, then you're skirting that whole purpose of the agenda.
Understand. Anyone else this evening? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Mrs. Mel.
I move this August body be adjourned.
I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Woodstraw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We're adjourned.